Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We are streaming again. I'd like to apologize from before about having the stream end so abruptly. See, my wife, who's been very supportive through all of my mental health issues, when I start talking about it, she thinks that I get depressed, which I can't really blame her for being concerned, but I kind of don't want her to see this video until I've explained a bit better about what I'm actually trying to do. I don't want her to think I'm just saying this just to be depressed or something. Okay, where'd I leave off? First grade, prostate problems. I'd pee myself in kindergarten and first grade. That kind of hits a guy. Second grade, I was almost killed by spiders towards the end of the year. I slept in a bed full of them. Now I have arachnophobia. And don't forget, if you've seen the first stream of this, I was raised to be afraid. My mom was horrible for that. Outright horrible. In third grade, they thought I had seizures. I didn't. But I was put on drugs, and they gave me so many of these things that I forgot what a refrigerator was. It really messed me up in the long term. Doctors claim that the drugs that I was taking doesn't have long-term side effects, but they do. I don't really trust doctors. We'll get to the reason why on that here shortly. In third grade, my mom also let her boyfriend molest me. I think I mentioned that as well. Molest and rape me. Okay. I think I've pretty well caught up on that. Needless to say, the raping, I now have androphobia. I'm afraid of guys. I am a guy. Why would I be afraid of guys? Well, I've seen a lot of guys who are just so infatuated with the idea of sex that, well, I'm terrified of guys. I don't know which ones want sex to such a degree as rape, and I don't know which ones do not want it. I'm going to try to keep this as PG rated as I can, PG-13. So my apologies. Also, where I blocked it off, I believe I mentioned what my mom had told me. Quit fabricating stories. Don't tell anybody. If I do tell, I'll wind up in foster care where I will be raped constantly. That was her way of protecting herself. I don't see how it could be a way of protecting me. The guy had his nose broken. She took him to the hospital. This was after all that happened and after she had been manhandled by him. I mean, outright literal abuse. Being picked up by the throat, slung a good 2 or 3 yards. The guy's pretty strong, even though he is pretty short. He slung scalding hot coffee on her and my grandma. My grandma was really awesome through all this. This is my paternal grandma we're talking about here. My maternal grandma came in and threatened to shoot him because of the way he was treating everybody. But he finally came. He left. Back in my mind, I've always had a fear of men. I also suffer from dissociative amnesia. I was too afraid to tell anybody because I was afraid it was going to happen more often. So I eventually forgot of a way of protecting myself. In 4th grade, I don't even remember. 5th grade, I barely remember any of that. I suffered a little through my mathematical endeavors. I had to take a mathematical class, like a booster class, for division. 6th grade, I started getting some of my memories back. I fell in love with a girl. My stream looks like it's lagging on this end. Sorry about that. I hope it's not lagging. Come on, stream. Come on. Dude, come on. What's going on here? If you guys can still see this, I'm really sorry. I have really poor internet connection. Okay. Double checking, double checking. Really sorry, guys. Refresh. Are we still connected? Come on. Appy, appy, kami, kami, appy, appy. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, come on. Well, I guess this next part isn't as important, but I still kind of want to mention it. It's, in 6th grade, I fell in love with this one girl. From what I understand, she was abused too. Her father was not the greatest of guys. But I don't know how much of this was true. My mom had told me some of this. My mom treated her like garbage. Just outright garbage. Anyway. Seems like we're still alive. She actually spread lies about this girl, about her sleeping with my cousin, about her cheating on me, and she didn't even really know the guy. Or she didn't even, my mom didn't even really know the girl, I mean. Sorry. 7th grade, I hardly remember. I remember the pizza place I used to go to eat lunch in middle school, yeah. It's like right next door. Another pizza place that actually come in a truck, so we had 2 places to choose from for pizza. Which is great, because I could eat pizza till the cows come home and I never get tired of it. Okay, 8th grade, I started suffering from pretty bad depression. My grandma had passed away on Mother's Day, sometime around this time. It was actually it was when I was in high school, 9th grade. 9th grade, I barely remember. But I do remember that I was suffering from extreme depression at this point because my rock, I guess you could call her, the person who is always there for me, my grandma, she passed away. I promised her I would bring her a taste of the new Mountain Dew Code Red that they had come out with. But I never did get to give her to her. So I was always depressed about that. I felt guilty. I promised her for a while. I also promised to spend the night with her because she's bedridden, but never got a chance to do that. 9th grade again, because I had actually failed 9th grade. It was bad. 10th grade, I failed it again. My mom had told me, because there were some classes I wanted to try to take. Horticulture, don't do that. It's flowers, it's girl stuff. Home economics, something I could really use to help me in the future. don't do that. It's a girls' class. So, what I decided to do, since I was in Select Ensemble, which is a really higher end version of chorus, which I was in chorus in middle school. I was in band in high school. She couldn't really stop me from doing that because my cousins, well, they were all for it and pretty much said, no, it's great. She had no leg to stand on. Home economics is for girls, stuff like that. Yeah. I decided to take, in my second year of 9th grade, I decided to take gym again. You know, physical education, phys ed, whatever you want to call it. Which I'm kind of glad I did. I had a major thing for myself where I had presidential physical fitness. I actually have awards. It was so awesome. I had so many health issues at this point, but the fact that I had presidential physical fitness really shows my dedication to actually exercising. I had doctor's excuses, don't lift over 5 pounds, don't run. I'm only supposed to run a little bit. But my running speed was great. Didn't have stamina for crap, but can't have everything, right? Finally moved over. Oh, and my other grandma passed away the next year, which sent her into a downward spiral of depression, which made my life a living hell. But I found my future wife and next girlfriend in the next high school. Supposed to be my senior year. We moved over the river, over to the next state. Wasn't very far, wasn't a big move. But for me, it was my whole world. The other school I went to, Tulsa High School, had amazing freedoms. You could walk around at lunchtime, you could do whatever you want. Then I went to the doghouse, or it felt more like a dog kennel, or what a dog pound. Dog pound's what I'm trying to think of. I wasn't allowed to go outside the doors. The doors were locked. It was basically a school prison. If you've ever seen Hocus Pocus, a prison for children. Yeah, that's what the school was. So I was even more depressed. The school was the epitome of keeping kids from doing anything halfway decent. There was no bonus time. I went from a 45-minute lunch to a 15-minute lunch, so I had a hard time adjusting for that. I was a slow eater. After a while, I just somewhat kind of stopped eating. But I met my future wife. I went to the prom with her. My mom, she gave all sorts of lies. She even set this girl up, but I had complete and total faith in this girl. I had a really strong bond with her beforehand, so she couldn't really do much with it. She even had me signed in to the mental health ward at the hospital. We call it third floor because that's the mental health ward. Were suicidal things, which I wasn't suicidal. I was extremely depressed. At this point in time, I needed disability. I managed to eke out a few years of work, but I was disabled. A couple days a week for a few years. Like 4, I think. Anyway, in 2007, my daughter passed away. This made my mom very dangerous. But I was afraid of children because of this. Don't forget, I was forced to learn be afraid of everything. in which phobias ensued by the numbers. So I have a fear of children, pedophobia. I have panic attacks when I'm around children. And going to my son's, because I had a son years and years later, going to my son's school, big pain. If I cut this short, it's because my wife came home. I don't want her to see this particular stream. I don't want her to think I'm depressed until I've explained, like I said before. But I now have a fear of spiders, of men, of large crowds of people, because I've never really been around large crowds, and a lot of people are hard for me to trust. My mother-in-law, she always takes out her aggressions on me. She has a lot of other in-laws she could take them out on, but where I was so different, I really felt it. So, excuse me, I have a fear of mothers because of my particular issue with her. She yelled at me over the most frivolous things. Of course, she's also had a stroke at this point. She treats me what I feel like garbage. So I completely avoid her. Every single time I see her, because I have to live with her. I have no choice. I'm disabled. I've tried working. I really have. I even went back to college. College lied to me, so I couldn't finish. Now I'm $50,000 in debt. Can't get any help for any more college funding. Not that it helps. I was starting to get so stressed out. My first year of my son's schooling, his first year of kindergarten, my best friend committed suicide because his wife decided to leave her. Or his wife decided to leave him. I knew he had an issue because he wasn't able to see his kids. Oh, I was bragging. I was so excited. My son went to school. He's having a great time. Pretty much he said, "That's great." Last thing he said to me before he hung himself. So now I'm feeling extremely guilty over that. Because of that, I actually suffer from multiple personality disorders. I sort of broke a bit. If I'm too stressed, I have numerous personalities come forth. I feel like between my wife and my personalities, they're the only people I can truly trust. Even though the psychiatrist said I shouldn't trust them. Why shouldn't I trust my own people? I mean, yeah, I'm crazy. I got people up here. But why not? I mean, they're there to protect me from all the nonsensical bullshit that's happened to me before. I'm having a really hard time with just coming out and talking about this right now. You have no idea how hard it is for me to just get online and talk about this. I'm scared to death of people. I'm an introvert. But I feel like people need to know about this stuff. As for depression is very hard to conquer. You have no idea how hard it is to conquer. Your body actually becomes inclined to the depression. And your body will actually become addicted to depression. It wants to be depressed. When you start coming out of your funk of depression, your body's like, no, this feels wrong. Must have depression. So when you see somebody that says, I have depression, don't make fun of them. You have no idea. You have no idea what they're going through. I'm sorry, guys. nowadays, I need to try to get disability, but my wife is carrying my weight, her mom's weight, because she had a stroke and she's got glaucoma and stuff like that. She's carrying the weight of our son, so she doesn't have the time to spend on me, which I'm not trying to be selfish. She spends time with me. She does. She's a great woman. She's very supportive of my problems. But she doesn't have time to take me to the doctors like I need to. That's another thing. From the end of high school, like 2001 to now, this Dota 2, no man, I'm sorry. I'm actually trying to educate people on mental health issues. I don't know why this makes you think of Dota. I haven't played it. I'm sorry. No, man, it's cool. It's cool. You're welcome to stay and learn some more if you like. You don't have to. It's like I said, I'm just educating people on mental health problems. Speaking of which, I am going to have to try to play Dota. I do plan to do streaming a lot more. I am open for suggestions. Anybody who wants to give me a suggestion for a game to play, I'm more than happy to try it. If I own the game or can get the game. Dota's a free game, isn't it? I believe Dota 2 is a free game, so I might give it a shot. Yeah, thanks for confirming. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, in 2001 to now, I've had no end of pain from my legs. Moderately severe neuropathy. Doctors tried numerous things. The one thing that I need is narcotics. I can't get them because I'm not old enough. Like, I don't actually suffer from pain. The doctors can't figure out why I have pain problems in my legs. It feels like I have lit cigarettes sizzling on my legs. It feels like I have cold water running down it sometimes. The pain is unbearable. And as ridiculous neo-Nazi torture devices to actually test for this particular disease, and yes, that's actually what's been described online. That's not me. But those things, they're not so bad. I mean, yeah, that may sound really weird. They actually electrocute your legs and stick needles in it. But it's actually not that bad. I hate pain. My legs constantly hurt. My son, he just touches my leg. It feels like he's lit his hand to fire and just touched my leg. That's how bad I hurt. I've actually considered suicide a few times because it's unbearable. And I can't get the doctors to give me anything because those ridiculous laws are in place to protect me. I don't need protection from the government from myself. Let me take some narcotics because it's the only thing that helps. I've taken other things. Neurontin makes me depressive. I mean, suicidally depressive. I've looked for things to kill myself. It's horrible. Lyrica doesn't even help, and it does the same thing. Not as bad, but it does. Numerous seizure pills. Seizure pills? Yes, they prescribe seizure pills for pain. In 3rd grade, I had seizures. Allegedly. I didn't. But they put me on Tegretol. I'm terrified of medicine. When they prescribed me Tigertol for the pain in my leg, I literally broke down in tears in front of the doctor. Practically went into my knees if there wasn't a seat behind me for me to sit down. I begged her, put me on anything but that. Anything. She listened. I refused to take Tigertol. Outright refused to take it. I mean, that was the drug I was raped on. This particular individual, which he never saw justice for, he would also pet my head ever so sensually when I watched Barney, because I had 2 younger siblings. They weren't sisters or anything. They were close enough to sisters. But now I can't stand Barney the dinosaur. I go into a blinding panic and a blinding rage if I watch Barney for any length of time. The I Love You song, I want to punch somebody in the throat. I've never actually attacked anybody. I'm proud to say I've never actually attacked anybody. I have too much respect for people. I'm a pacifist. But I also believe if I need to fight, I can and will fight. But it's just very, very difficult to put up with a lot of stress. I can't handle stress anymore. It's like an open nerve in your tooth socket. And you're putting either ice cold ice cream or scalding hot coffee directly on that nerve. I have such a difficult time with any sort of stress. But I break into my multiple personalities. I break into some forms of depression. I'm actually cured of my depression, but sometimes it does come back to haunt me. And I did so without the drugs of the psychiatrist, because those things just made me mean. I mean, slapping things out of people's hand, out of people's mouths, mean. I couldn't take it. I refuse to hurt anybody because of my depression. I'd rather kill myself. But in my religious beliefs, and this is the only time I'm really going to touch down on that, I don't talk about religion, sports, or politics. I can't. Oh, it's a bad subject to talk about any of those 3 things with anybody. Why sports, though? I might get into the conversation on that later, but, you know, it's... But I don't. Suicide is the #1 bad thing I guess you can do. Suicide or homicide. I refuse to kill unless it's for the best. I will protect my family. Don't mess with my family. My friends, much the same. I'd rather not kill anybody. But if I have to, I mean, if it gets dire enough, I will. I mean, numerous people would kill during a strenuous enough time. I hate to admit, but yeah. In any case, I am part Native American. And I've recently joined Native American clubs on Facebook, and now I come to the conclusion that so many of my ancestors were destroyed by Christianity. Millions of people were killed in the name of Jesus Christ. I was baptized back in '98, August 18th, 1998. So do you know how hard it is to know your own religion killed off your own people? I mean, I'm still a Christian, but it's so hard to have faith in other Christians. I mean, I still try to. But I'm also just paranoid and petrified over the Christian religion now. It's supposed to be about love and compassion. That's what he taught. But the government's also doing a lot of harm to my Native American brothers and sisters. I'm as much as a quarter Native American. I'm whitewashed because of my bloodlines. But I'm at least 1/32nd, I think. My grandfather's name was Isuus, which I put out there to be named for one of the moons in Saturn. There's a little competition going on. They found like 10 extra moons or 20 or something like that. That's on my dad's side. On my mom's side, my grandma, I think, is supposed to be half or a quarter. I think she's supposed to be a quarter, because my great grandma, her name is M. That's all everybody knows anything about her. M. That's even what it says on her tombstone. Nobody knows what her real name is. So we believe that she was Native American as well. Nowadays I've got so many phobias because of everything that I went through. I actually suffer from PTSD. I've never been in the armed services. I wanted to go. My mom wouldn't let me. She lied to me about it, which almost cost me the ability of going to college. She's a habitual liar. She lies about every little thing. When it was just me and her, she decided to take a shower. If anybody calls, tell them I went to the store to get cigarettes. As soon as she would get out of the shower, I'm going to the store to get cigarettes. If anybody calls, I'm in the shower. Why? Why would you have me lie like that? But she tried to teach me to lie. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy to lie like that. But anyway, this is the second part of my mental health awareness videos, streams. That's right, streams. I didn't put it up that I was going to be streaming this for the reason that just happened. My Twitch chat here, if you can see, I didn't want people talking about non-related mental health issues. I kind of just wanted to get this out to vent. I mean, I don't mind talking about other things. I'm all for it, but I just wanted to get this out there. I'm not popular on Twitch, social medias, anything like that. I have a few friends, but I suffer from so many problems that sometimes I don't even want to get on here. I actually hurt so bad that I can't sit down and edit videos the way I like, which is why I went from recording videos, large gap, to just streaming. I recorded a few videos, but I haven't edited them. Yeah, I'm a hillbilly, so I have a hard time enunciating certain things, which makes it even harder on social media. Nobody wants to talk to anybody who talks like this. Well, not so much like this, I guess. But when you got people that talks like this, you know, Yellow Creek, oh, that house is haunted. very few people actually want to talk to people like that. So that makes it hard for me to be anywhere remotely popular on Twitch or YouTube. Me, I don't really care if I'm popular, but I was eventually hoping to make this a job. You know, get a little bit of income from this, so I wouldn't have to be dependent on disability. But that's not going to happen. I've been trying for years now. My pain's getting worse. My mental health is getting worse. Got a few people online, amazing people, who are actually very supportive. One of them is a game developer. His name, I don't even think I'm saying it right, but Vidas Salavejas. He's actually Lithuanian. It's like the only Lithuanian person I know, so he's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a bit of my Native American bloodline. It's, I've always had a big nose. I've never actually broken it. But, yeah, somebody said, holy crap, you got a big nose. I was always self-conscious about this, so it makes it even harder. Not having any teeth makes it harder to be a Twitcher or streamer or something like that as well, so. I just stick it in my mouth and bite down real hard, gum it real hard. If you don't have any teeth, it takes a little while for your gums to harden up. But you can actually get your gums hardened enough, you can actually eat peanuts. It's a bit of a challenge, but it happens. It's not through any fault of my own. I actually took good care of my teeth. I had some sort of gum disease or something. My teeth would actually break as I'd bite into things. Basically, I had chalk for teeth. They broke from the inside out, so it had to be some sort of disease or something. I don't know, I might have some mental retardations. I know I'm socially retarded. As for me being actually retarded, no, I don't think I'm really actually retarded. I've never been diagnosed with retardation. Funny thing around here, this is actually somewhat normal. Being up in the hills. But yeah, when you get online, talk to all these high-end individuals. I'm gonna go ahead and put up Twitch chat, since this is kicking off. But, yeah, other parts of the country where people are so picky about the way people behave and such like that. This seems retarded, but I'm actually not. Yeah, actually, I'm a redneck. I'm a redneck, I'm a hillbilly, I'm a mountain man. As for bum, no. I'd rather earn my income. I'd rather not bum for change or anything like that. Alabama? No, close though. Between West Virginia and Kentucky. I spent half my life in one place, half my life in the other. No, not Texas. I lived in Texas for a while. A very nice place to live. Yeah, Kentucky. I was actually born and raised in West Virginia, though. That's why I sound like this. So yes, I was a redneck. I know how to speak proper, but why speak proper? It's so boring. I mean, that's just the way I see it. If you can have fun with it, yeah, have fun with it. By the way, it is nice to see somebody else in the stream. Welcome. How you doing? Aw. Who's the asshole? Uh, I wouldn't call him an asshole. I mean, maybe he's just curious. I mean, I have gotten a lot of people look at me like, hey, are you retarded? Stuff like that. So, yeah. It's cool. It's fine. It's nothing to worry about. No use getting hot and bothered over it. I know there's a lot of people online who are like that, but why fret over it? I mean, come on, just... So I sound retarded. Big deal. Big deal. Oh, if you do have a chance to go to Texas, it is a very nice place. So warm. People are so nice there. If you've ever watched, oh, I forget the name of it, but it's one of Stephen King's movies. It's how they take well water from a place in Texas, spread it all around the world, and global peace breaks out. It's a very interesting movie. Yeah, people are actually really, really nice. Oh, okay, yeah, he's laughing about it. Okay, that's good. I mean, come on. We're all friends here, right? In any case, people are so nice in Texas. Oh, he's admitting to be a troll. That's awesome. I actually really enjoy watching troll videos, as long as it doesn't go too far. Trolls online. I mean, one of the people that I watch online, Gavin Free from Achievement Hunters, he's one of the biggest trolls that they have. It's so funny to watch. Trolls, basically online hecklers. Hey, so long as you let people know, I don't care. As long as you let people know that you're not really meaning anything by it. I say, hey, go ahead. Hey, if you want to roast me, go ahead. Go right on ahead. Give me your best shot. Thanks for cheering me up. I really needed that. The stream that I was doing, it's not easy talking about mental health. That's what this stream's about, talking about mental health issues. It's mostly to educate people. I know May's supposed to be Mental Health Awareness Month, but people... The worst thing about having mental health issues is people expect you to act like there's nothing wrong. They expect you to act normal. But you have no idea how hard it is to act normal when you've got these problems. Is my troll still there? Did he leave? The other guy's still there too? I don't know. Awesome. Yeah, if you ever want to roast me, that's fine. I don't care. I'm pretty easygoing. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't pay attention to me either. We have this saying here called flapping your gums when you're talking too much. That's pretty much literal for me since that's all I have. I don't have any teeth, so yeah, I pretty much flap my gums. I am planning on doing some video game streams a little later. Dia, I think it's what it's called. What did the mentally retarded kid get on his test? Gruel. Mental retardation is unfortunately a serious thing as well, but the way I see it, why take everything seriously? Hey, I say he got a D+, drool plus. What do you think of that? Yeah, that's probably stupid, wasn't it? Yeah, I am going to do a stream a little later on some video games. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was pretty horrendous. I'm still trying to get, as they say, I'm still trying to get good at being a streamer. So yeah, when I try to joke around, I'm awful. I'm I'm sorry. Yeah, I actually have a few friends who are retarded. They're good people. They really are. But just have fun. I'm really wanting to stream Dia, but I'm also wanting to stream Time War 6 Chapter 2, because I've been really wanting to stream that. I'm thinking about streaming Dia first. Both of them are made by Vitas, an indie developer from Lithuania. Excellent games, very Tim Burton-esque. Well, I shouldn't say very, some of them had sort of a hint of Tim Burton to it. But, I mean, I grew up with Tim Burton, like the Tim Burton Batman movies. It's a very specific type of style. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I'm not even going to bother trying to make a joke on that. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, I am going to do some other streams a little later, but I am thinking about jumping off here. Social media, I am somewhat retarded. I have no idea what that means. PogChamp, lol. Can you enlighten me? What does that mean? PogChamp. Pogs are those little bottle cap, milk cap things from back in the 90s. Excited about Pogs. I think I get it. Yeah, I know it's an emote, but I have to hover over to understand what it means. I think I get it though. I'm sorry. I remember when the only emojis they had were just smile, frown, angry, stuff like that. I'm meme retarded, I'll tell you that. I like to try to keep up with them, but good grief, it's not easy. There's so many memes out there. But I am going to jump off here for now. Take a little bit of a break. I'm thinking about streaming Dia from Fetus. I mean, it is sort of a horror game, and this is Halloween. Yeah, go ahead. Of course, people, these are just jokes. Don't take it too seriously. Go ahead, man. Hit me. No, not literally. I don't like pain. Of course, Final Fantasy. Oh man, I hope you come to some of my other streams. It'd be awesome to have someone lighten the mood. That's awesome. Jeez. I'm going to jump off here for now. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to try to come back. Vetus himself, I think, is wanting to watch the stream with me. I think he said there's something special about the game that I'd want to see. So, if you want to come back for that, I am wanting to do horror games, so you're welcome to come back. I mean, don't feel obligated. I mean, I am just a redneck, right? Ain't nobody want to follow me. God. There's not. There's not. Fitting them one. At least I know how to spell the 4-letter F word. Oh, wait, that came out wrong. Yeah. Oh, you type fast enough, you write just about anything. Oh gosh. If you get writing so fast your fingers about fly off, look at some of the things you've written. Good grief. Well, me anyway. Oh boy, my spelling's horrendous. I never was the best of spellers. Yeah, spellers. Sounds almost like feller. We got a saying around here. You're either a smart feller or a fart smeller. I'm still trying to figure out which one I is, so. Anyway. Let's not get into the sizes of. Let's not get into that. Oh, jeez. I can't exactly. This isn't Red 2 or Pornhub. I can't exactly. I can't defend myself with that. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll come out and say that. Say that. So what size that is? PP. I don't know about you, but my PP's yeller. Except for when I'm hydrated. Oh, you're not talking about that PP. Stay in school. I think Rick Sanchez once said that school's for dumb people. I'd rather not. I'll just learn from you folk. How's that? I was beyond stupid. You hear this? I was beyond stupid. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks so much for coming to the stream. You're welcome to come and heckle me some more later if you like. It's... Hey, at least I can still eat. I can still feed my small boy brain. Yeah. Give me mashed potatoes, mama. Like a big baby. That makes me think of the Stand. Yeah, I was crying just like a big baby, but oh, geez, mister, she scared the heck out of me. Before I go though, I am curious. Are you a Stephen King fan? Do I have any fire ends? Got a few fire ends. They're pretty good peoples. But, yeah. I don't have too many because I have trust issues. The stream was about mental health, and that's one of my problems. Is I have a hard time trusting people. But yeah. Still waiting to. I have a neurological disease, so that might affect me. Might affect me as like a mental disease. The brain is full of neuropathic pathways, and if I have damaged neuropathic pathways, then it is possible that I could be considered mentally diseased. So yeah, I might. I don't know. Should I should ask my doctors about that. Yeah. You have no idea how weird I is. uh, well, I am sorry though. I am gonna have to. Ah, I just a dumb simple hick. No need to be uncomfortable around me. I ain't gonna bite. If I did, it wouldn't hurt. Uh, I am gonna have to get off here though. So you, you just take the fun out of everything, don't you? Dadgummit. Know what am I gonna do in my spare time? Hey, goats are too violent anyway. I go for sheep. I got Welsh in me, so. Yeah, I can't do that. You know how hard it is to get it back out? I mean, that's a lot of suction for that thing. Oh boy, when I sneeze, I sound like a cannon going off. Human vacuum. Oh boy. This is supposed to be a stream talking about mental health. Oh boy. It's gone off the rails. Sure, my fates will store it. Are you referring to the three ladies sharing one eyeball from Greek mythology, the Fates? I'm seriously. I study Greek mythology. There's supposed to be three women that cut life threads of people. They're called the Fates. They're supposed to share an eyeball. It's actually in the Disney's Hercules movie, or animated feature film. But just making a stupid joke about Fates. I go with OBL the Nightmare in October. Maybe I should go with OBL the Dull. Yeah, I know I'm not funny. I get my wife to laugh, but I mean, hey, that's all that matters, I guess. But do I really have to be funny? I mean, isn't this funny enough? I mean, this is horrifying, isn't it? Gummy nose? What's my job? I'm a diverse multimedia content creator. Basically, I make multimedia stuff online. No, no, they kicked me out when I had a little bit of an affair with a bearded lady. Turns out she's not really a lady. Wow, this has gone off the rails, hasn't it? Well, yeah, well, I guess that's what you'd call that thing. It's kind of scary. Well, I'm sorry, I do have to go. I need to take a break. I'm gonna come back on here and stream again later. Bye, Jiminal. Jiminonal. Take care, Jiminonal. Jiminonal. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But I'll see y'all in the next stream. Bye bye.